Okay. Right-wing terrorist threatens to execute Ilhan Omar. I'm gonna do a bet. He's either gonna bring in racism with white privilege or yada yada yada, or he's gonna bring in Islamophobic phobia or whatever. Okay, he's gonna try to use it to attack everyone in the right. Again, this is gonna be guaranteed. He's gonna use it to try to attack everyone in the right. Let's see.
So, we had a guy call in to Ilhan Omar's office and say that he was going to kill her. He, I know that some people are annoyed by the term white privilege, but
People are annoyed by it because it doesn't exist. There's, I guess you could say, minority privilege.
let me explain what it means. It doesn't mean that all white people are privileged.
No white person is really privileged. There's no white person is privileged based on their race. If you're white, you don't have any other privilege than a Mexican in America.
White people in this country are poor, middle class, and they have a lot of the same problems that everybody else has. Okay, it means that you get.
Well, yes, poor and middle class white people do have a lot of the same problems as poor and middle class blacks. Rich white people have a lot of the same privilege as rich blacks.
Preferential treatment you're not even aware of. So
you get preferential treatment, kind of like how, kind of like that black guy that had so many warnings while he was on parole, but that he kept breaking parole until finally a judge said, "You know what, this is enough," and brought him back to jail. And then people were outraged by it because a judge put a black person back to jail after breaking the law like 7 times. What about the people who get favored into university because they are black, and then the whites who suffer because of that, and the Asians that suffer because of that? Well, because equality, because equal outcome apparently is the same as equal equality. What about all those programs that are meant to help specifically only black people? There's literally nothing made for only whites, yet there's a whole crapload for only blacks, and whites are the ones with privilege. Yeah, that makes total sense. Oppressing white people because they're privileged. Totally. It's okay to... We don't need to do anything to help that white person. He has white privilege. Okay, we only need to help black people. So when we make a program, it's going to be for blacks only. Nice.
So, if a Muslim guy calls into Mitch McConnell's office and says, because of your religion, I'm going to put a bullet in your skull, everybody would...
That wouldn't be... That's not racism. That's not even... Muslim is a religion, not a race. The Muslim religion. Okay? Do you look at Christianity and call it the white religion? No. Because it's not the white religion. Because it's not. Christians aren't just white people. Muslims aren't just Middle Easterns. Jews aren't just Middle Easterns. This is not the same thing.
Say it was a terrorist threat. Everybody.
Yes. Someone threatening to kill someone else based on religion, which happens all the time, by the way. Christians get threatened based on religion all the time. In fact, there's people in the Middle East getting their heads chopped off. Oh, man. a really rich person had someone say something to them. Oh, that's so evil. Oh, Christians getting their heads chopped off and murdered and raped and being thrown off buildings and tortured and all that. Oh, that's nothing.
He would. So no one is calling this a terrorist threat. Now everybody's outraged by it.
No one's calling this a terrorist threat? Really? Is that just like your whole no one's calling... You say shit like that, but I can guarantee people on the right are calling it a terrorist threat. Not just people on the right. I'm pretty sure people on the left will call this a terrorist threat. For sure, you turn on CNN, they're gonna be like, there was someone threatened a terrorist action against a Muslim. Why do you have to lie?
Don't get me wrong, they're not minimizing.
Remember when... Oh, Trump doesn't call the Boeing 747 down. He called the Boeing 747 down. Remember the whole right-wingers aren't outraged about the... Right-wingers aren't talking about the shooting in New Zealand? Well, they were talking about the shooting in New Zealand. Well, remember the whole people on the right aren't outraged by the whole, what was it, the rich people getting cheating and getting their way into college that way? Well, before you made that video, Ben Shapiro was outraged by it and made a video on it. Andrew Klavan was outraged and made a video on it. And practically everyone on the right made a video on it before you. This whole you claim no one's outraged by it except for you, just so you can have a moral high ground, it's a fat lie. Every time you claim that shit, you're wrong.
And the guy's been arrested. But
yeah,
he called in and gave his name. He spelled his name.
Okay. He was arrested. So, a white person broke the law and he was arrested and thrown in jail. In prison. Where's the proof that... Okay. But he has privilege because he wrote his name? He spelled his name and gave his name?
Because he thinks, no, it's okay. I get to execute people. Ilhan Omar is a congresswoman from Minnesota, a United States representative. And he thinks, yeah, no, but I'm American, she's not, because she's Muslim and I'm a right-wing white man. So
Muslim, white man, religion, race. Choose one. You choose one. Okay? My God. This man is crazy and nuts and should be arrested, which he is. What about the people who think that they get to execute people on the right? What about the people on the left who think they get to threaten people on the right? What about the people on the left that threaten people on the right all the time? You think Ilhan Omar is the only person who gets threatened? Literally every famous person ever has a death threat. Even I've had a death threat. I've had people talking about how they just want to kill me. I'm not even big and famous yet. I have a tiny ass YouTube channel and I get death threats. Okay? I'm pretty sure you get death threats. Everyone on the internet gets death threats. Yet you're gonna act like this is some unique thing that only happens to Ilhan Omar. And a guy, a white male broke the law and gets arrested and thrown in prison. Yet that proves white privilege? How?
Obviously, I can execute her, and he said, "You're a terrorist." Now he's called.
That does. Tell me this. Does he have the right to just execute her? No. So, where's the white privilege?
In saying that I'm going to murder you, while claiming she's a terrorist.
Yes. So he's a hypocrite he should be thrown in prison, which he is, and he's a horrible person, which he is. You could just talk about this. You're so stupid. This is an easy story for you. Yet you try to stretch it into something it's not. Just stating the facts to get sympathy for Ilhan Omar on your side. But no, you do such bullcrap. How do you... You're so stupid.